Well, then let's get to it because we have a real interesting situation going on. So, when we last left off, the party had found themselves at a podium, and before them there was an infinite darkness, okay, that unveiled into the previous evening's events where the fireball that was cast by the person that uh, Camille's dagger had launched into the neck, the fireball, then the person's finger pointed down to their feet, and it caused a fireball to explode, causing the house to catch a flame. Next thing we know, the party is at their podium, as I was saying. And from that, they had to make another wager. And from there, they discovered that they have to find three pieces, one of them being an artifact. The party has discovered something so far. And now they were pushed forward and landed inside this dark pit of smoke and ash, hot air, fire, and they found themselves in the midst of the home that they caught fire themselves. Whoops. But things that weren't all that bad until one of the members, Camille, noticed that there was a chest on one of the tables. After Bull used a dagger to throw at it to see if it can get it open, the dagger managed to plow into the top of the chest, but to no avail, it did not open. Then Camille tried to break open a window. The window cracked but didn't give, and through some immediate change of mind and realizing that they're on borrowed time, decided to dash through the flames, catching herself on fire, leaping upon the table, and immediately pulled out one of her pick tools, began patting herself out, and the minute she was done with that, she began to try and pick open the lock on the chest. Almost simultaneously, our great paladin managed to spin around, take in a couple of gulps of this smoke and air, almost completely debilitating himself. But as mighty as he is, Braun was able to turn around, kick a table that was flipped over, and in the process of doing so, he managed to discover a trap door in the floor. And last but not least, the little Barwin and Shark, or Franco, everybody, together, they were in the back end of the complex, and Barwin was beginning to move forward a little bit to get closer to where there happens to be a staircase. They noticed behind a wall of flames. And as he was in the midst of yelling out to everybody about what to do, Shark somehow lost his senses, got close enough to Barwin, frenzied him into some sort of bestial form of himself, and spun about and struck Barwin in the side, causing him to almost completely step into one of the areas of fire, thus causing him to get burned. And so now here we are with 5 rounds left, ladies and gentlemen, and the flames are getting worse. The smoke is getting worse. The flames is moving up the staircase, and everybody is having trouble starting to see and or smell the sounds of crackling fires all around you. And I do believe that the very first person to go is Bull.
I think noticing like Camille basically try to get the window open, trying to think where my talents might lie best. Did I have any insight into like why the chest didn't open when I tried? Was it just because like it wasn't hard enough, or it was from a distance, or do you have any clues?
Sure, I would say roll an insight check. That would make reveal maybe a closer idea of what you're looking for.
That is a nat 1. However, can I use my lucky feat
Sure.
to reroll and then take?
Right. It does it just out of curiosity. It does not specifically say for combat. It just says for any.
No, it's just any like d20 roll basically.
Right.
That is way better. So I got a 24.
Perfect. So with a 24, you realize that that throw of yours didn't hit the locking mechanisms on the inside of the box. You probably hit just outside of it. The blade went in, probably hit something metallic and twisted it away from the locking mechanism on the inside.
Okay. Could I try to, I guess, get closer and then like hit the lock with the like kind of like shove the dagger further in maybe to hopefully break it apart?
Okay. You do realize you're gonna probably have to step up on the table along with Camille, and you are beginning your turn next to fire. So I will have to roll just to let you know. But I wanted you to realize your situation and get your thoughts in mind of what's going on. So first, let me roll the damage to that. Okay. You're gonna take. Wow, I rolled low. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will step up here to move you up to the table. And as you get on this table, you do realize, now that you have a much closer look. Ooh, it's not going to hold. All right, let's see if I can get that in balance. We'll do it like that. There we go. Okay. You'll notice that Camille has her pick inside the lock and is attempting to, pry it open. Do you still wish to hit it anyway, or?
I mean, not to endanger her, but like if I see that she's not getting it, then probably.
Okay, you can tell that at least at this moment, you can tell that she's attempting to like she just started. So essentially you kind of come up and go, hey, move. And so Camille's kind of like, she kind of looks over and you're like, what, for a second. So she stops and pulls away from it. And then that's when you, what, I don't know, kind of describe like how you're hitting the dagger to get it.
I mean, I definitely want to try maybe like, the dagger that I already threw in is already inside it, right? That's
Correct.
What you're saying. So I wanted to like forcibly hit the dagger either with another weapon or my foot even, just to push it even further in, or like, because I want to basically break the lock open.
Right. Okay. So, okay. Do me a favor, roll another insight check real quick.
Uh, 10.
Okay. So you're kind of getting the idea that if you either stomp on it or maybe bang on the dagger or something, you can probably split the wood at the top part of the chest.
Okay. And then, I mean, I want it open, so that would make sense, right? To split the
Yep,
open.
absolutely. So roll to hit the dagger. DC. I mean, are you going to stomp on it? Essentially, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, strength check. So
I rolled a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 22.
So you lift up your leg as high as you can. Aim the heel of your boot so you can get it like right on top of the hilt, and with one good shove, you hit square on the back of the dagger. The dagger's blade almost literally. Well, actually, roll damage for your strength and your dagger damage. I have here that you did 10 points of damage to the box last time.
9. That was max damage.
9 more. Okay, so your dagger breaks. The blade comes popping back out. Right, it almost flips up, but instead it just kind of flips right through the edge of through the wood, putting a nice gouge in it and splintering it enough to where you look like somebody could get their fingers in and pry it apart at this point. But your dagger flips out and actually bangs into the side of your boot and then falls onto the table. Okay, between you and the chest. But with that, I mean, you could look in, you can't see inside, but you could definitely see that there's definitely a hole at the top end of it, and it's pretty badly damaged at this point. So somebody somebody strong enough could probably put their fingers in there and pry it apart.
Cool. Yeah, I basically see that, and I'm like nodding to myself, like, yeah, surely that was such a good deal. I did so good. Yeah.
Okay. So you see this, Camille. So it's basically between you and
It's up to us.
Actually, you're next. So because Aaron gave up his he can't go as fast as you because he doesn't have the dex.
All right. So my lockpick thingy is still in the lock, right?
If you left it there, yes.
And it's still intact.
Well, Bull just put a hole in the top of it by stomping on the dagger that was jammed in it. So the lock is still intact, but there's a gaping hole in the top part of the chest.
Well, I don't do too well on strength. How can I use my dexterity on this? Well, can I use my action to support her next action?
Yes,
that's what I would do because she has the strength, and I have. I will just support. I'll just support her for this turn.
Okay. All right. So when we come back around, it'll be on the third round, and you're going to assist Bull, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, Aaron.
Was there no save that had to be made during his turn?
No, actually, he's supposed to. You're right. Everybody's supposed to be making turns. I'm just getting all into this again. So, so first things first.
You have to remind him.
if we TPK, we TPK.
Oh no. My eyebrows are all burned. I already took fire damage.
Well, here's the worst part. Both of you are on a table standing up in the smoke. So basically, both you and I'll let it go only because of the fact that I didn't do it. But I have to roll the damage because I did get the damage on Bull. So I still have to roll damage for you, which you lucked out. 4 points of damage. I can't believe I rolled 4 ones. Wow. 4 points of damage. You lucked out. So now it's Aaron's turn. What is Ron gonna do?
Do I do the save at the beginning or end of my turn?
You would do the save at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, and which kind of save is it again?
It is a con save for the smoke.
That's an 8.
Okay, so you hack up some more. And this is the second time in a row that you failed it now, right?
Yep.
2 rounds. Okay, so now your movement is permanently halved. Okay. And right now, anything and everything you do, you're at a disadvantage.
So I'm basically exhausted?
Yes. Because of the smoke and everything, you're having trouble getting into getting some good fresh air.
Okay, so I think based on that turn and the turn before, and that there's a trap door at the floor, I would drop to the floor and try and open that trap door to get some fresh air if I have the action available to do that.
Since you're staying right at it, yes, you can. You can immediately drop to your knees, or do you want to go all the way down to your belly? Well, I don't know how you want to do it. So
I'll probably stay on my knees because I think I would have the ability to try and get that trapdoor open.
Perfect. Okay, so you drop to your knees. When you go over to reach at it, the lock mechanism on this trapdoor is a flat piece of metal. It doesn't have any keyholes in it. There's 2 rings that are intertwined Okay, and so you have to kind of reach between both of them and get your fingers in it, and then you pull on it. And when you do so, it opens. Okay, and you see a ladder going down into the darkness.
I think I am just gonna roll into the hole and land prone at the bottom and see what happens.
All right, you fall 10 feet.
Yep.
You take 7 points of damage as there's a loud clang and thud of you falling on somewhat of a haystack with the weight that you are. The haystack didn't quite hold up to you, and you managed to hit the concrete floor or stone floor underneath. Bang!
Is it dark?
It is dark. Yes, you fall into a hallway.
Well, would you allow me to, when I hit, activate my channel divinity sacred weapon and light my sword up, emitting a bright light for 20 feet?
Is that a bonus action?
It is an action.
So you would have to do it next round.
Okay.
But yeah, that is your thought as you could clang to the ground.
Well, I do have dark vision. Okay. I do have dark vision.
Yes, and probably heave, trying to get some fresh air in. And you can hear your cough echoing down this dark hallway as your eyes begin to start forging a view of what is down before you.
Okay.
Okay. We are now with Barwin.
You're muted.
Mute. Gonna take me a while to get used to that again. So when in the house, the fire would light it up. So I would probably have seen Aaron not Aaron. I would probably have seen my big beautiful bugbear disappear down a hole. I'm going to move towards that location, away from the crazy attacks of my comrade.
That's more than fair.
And see if I can get into the hole as well.
Okay. I'm going to remove Barwin from that location. I have another setup for this, and I will change it when we get to a point to where I can put at least 2 characters into the view. However, first, please make your con save, and then I'll give you your fire damage.
I thought I wasn't doing con saves because I'm.
Oh, that's
so
right.
short.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, that's right. You are the lucky one, being very short.
Come on, guys! Fire smarts.
A halfling, because I'm also a halfling. My just mini is not mini.
You know what? You're right. I continuously forgetting that you're a halfling. So you don't. So anytime you're in the smoke area, except for the fact that you're on the table, once you're on the floor, you don't make the con saves either. I always forget that you're a halfling as well because I have a mini for you that's tall. So,
well, yeah. I also didn't make a con save roll at the beginning of my turn. You just did damage, but that's okay.
So it did matter anyway.
It's fine.
Okay. My apologies for both of you because I always forget that I don't forget that Barwin's a halfling because the mini, but the mechanic is sometimes forgetful. But
just wanted to clarify the rule.
Thanks, guys. Let's get back to Barwin. So Barwin, you're going to fire damage.
I'm going to hotfoot it towards where I've seen. I'm going to move towards where I've just seen our paladin disappear into the ground.
Okay.
Braun,
yeah. I've had to flip over the page in my book, and I'm like,
I know I'm still getting used to the names and trying really hard here not to mess up on pronouns. I got to get used to everybody running different types of characters and stuff. So please forgive me if I do make those mistakes, but I will correct it as we go. So Barwin turns. Your arm is profusely bleeding from the strike that shark struck upon you the week from a few seconds ago. but Ben and Barrett, you spin to your immediate left. You realize that you're going to have to run between two huge flips of flame, and so you make your dash between them, and you go over to the hole, and you begin to climb down the ladder.
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and then you have another 10 feet of movement, and that moves you downstairs. All right, so
Great.
let me get this other set up here.
We have to get out of here.
Yeah, this is very.
I found a hole.
This is where things are going to start getting a little scary.
We're gonna become crème brûlée.
Okay, let me. I'll go ahead and describe what's going on with Shark while I'm getting this ready. So, as you turn and run over to the hole, Barwin, you spin around. You begin to start to climb down. Both of you, Camille and Bull, you guys had just finished stomping on the dagger. You made the loud cracking noise. You notice when you kind of look down at the dagger and realize what good you've gotten out of it. You turn around and look to the rest of the party to see what's going on. You just realize Barwin is starting to close down the hole or so. So you spin back to look to see what's going on, and all three of your guys' eyes turn and look over in the general direction of Shark. Shark, not really seeing what's going on, throws up hands and begins to kind of fumble their way forward, and they run right into a wall. You hear him make a screech of pain, but he goes through the wall and starts going upstairs.
Oh no.
That's a bad choice, buddy.
We're splitting the party. Woo!
Errada is in danger. Well, we all are.
All right.
Telling you, fire safety.
Oh.
You got to go down, guys. Go
This
down.
is slide over a little bit. I want to make sure that
It's in frame.
it's still in camera view.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry. I should keep
So, yeah, now it is. Now,
That's good.
there. Camera view. Okay. And then here.
Ooh.
that's upstairs, right? Such nice models.
Okay. I'll put this here. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm not good on this end. I didn't originally. That makes it a little bit better. So there you are, Braun. And now Barwin.
That's the basement then.
That is correct. Okay. So the two of you, just to give you a quick heads up, the two of you can definitively see a staircase here. Okay, that's slightly illuminated by the flames that are coming on upstairs. It is dark down here. There is some smoke down here, but not very much. Two glass walls. Okay, the lower halves of the walls, about 2 feet up, okay, are made of stone. Up above that, you see a glass wall. You can literally see through it. On the other side, there seems to be some sort of glass wall. There seems to be some sort of large pillar with a stone griffin on it. On the other end, there seems to be some sort of some kind of platform that looks like an altar. Maybe it's kind of hard to see from there with the darkness and everything. And then right here, okay, there is a what looks to be almost like a it's like a square box with a wooden bottom to it. It has a large circular base with a handle in it, and it seems to be pouring out water that has filled up this entire room. about halfway. Okay. Now we got.
Sorry, just quickly.
Yes.
Aaron, is Aaron got his sword? So bronze sword is glowing.
No.
So Aaron has dark vision, and so that's part. And so
no, I don't. So that's why I'm just checking if there's a light source or not.
Right. The light source is coming from the
Okay.
heat flames
Got
upstairs and through the cracks in the ceiling from the floor. That's also partially.
Okay. So I would see not much. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
And can you remind me, Aaron, because Braun would know this, what it is we're looking for?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
3 artifacts.
3 artifacts.
That's all. We didn't get much more detail than that.
Okay.
You right, buddy?
So we are back to Bull on turn-wise. Unless you two wanted to continue a discussion or something. Because we could do that.
So just for this description of the room, I've got a room half full of water with a griffin on a pedestal, and then another room that has an empty altar.
Okay. Let me
And you've got a halfling that's just realized he's bleeding. It's like, oh, Braun buddy, you right? Don't know how I feel about this. It's adventuring business, not what I thought it would be.
So I'll tell you what, for expedience, so we can get through this, I will reiterate that description on your guys' turn.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go to Bull, so that Bull can work with Camille to get the chest open.
Dungeon Master, sir.
Yes.
Can I describe how I help Caswell?
Absolutely.
Very surprisingly, Camille reaches down to Caswell and tries to use it as a crowbar. Use the halfling as a crowbar, like taking him by the hips and slamming his 2 flexed feet into the chest, like this.
Oh my god, it's like a cartoon, my goodness.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
From behind, she comes and she
grappling attack. Oh, this is hilarious. You're going to have to make a grappling attack on...
If she struggles, no?
Huh?
If he struggles.
I
Well,
I feel like I wouldn't know that's what you're trying to do, so I feel like it'd be like, why are you manhandling me?
Yeah, but you do have your instincts about you. So you would, when someone goes to grab you, even if it is a comrade, you would resist to some extent. That's why they have the rules for making an attack. Now, if you just want to just allow it to happen, we can do that. It's entirely up to you.
That's what I'm saying. My character, Caspel, would not know what's happening, so would be like defensive. So would probably resist a little bit at least,
Okay, so in this case, Camille, you need to roll a grappling attack on.
It's not a support then anymore. He wouldn't have advantage anymore to his roll if I did that.
You would because Bull is not expecting this to happen. So when you go to grapple, you're using basically your proficiency modifier and your strength modifier to grab a hold of him. So roll to hit. And if you succeed, you then get advantage on your roll to what's your bonuses total?
I just rolled a 16.
Chances are you probably grappled him.
And
if it's higher,
is it strength modifier?
Yes.
It's 16 total.
Yeah,
okay, so what about your proficiency bonus?
Oh, +2. Sorry, so 18.
18.
Yes.
you do so.
Yep. Okay. So now you have advantage when you use Bull to bash onto this chest. Okay. So I can't believe you do it. That's
I saw this was going, but it's okay. I like it.
Okay, so you're wearing hard leather boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna hit the chest. Okay. Roll 2 sets of damage. You're gonna roll. I'll give you 2d6 for each, so each one, and take the higher result.
Strong
Okay.
heals, really, really hard heals.
So I roll 2d6 and then
Yes.
take the higher of them?
Yes, and you can add your strength bonus as well.
Okay. Okay, this one. It's 10, that with the strength added.
Okay, that's the higher of the two.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 more points of damage. All right, so she picks you up, and you find yourself up in the smoke, going, and then all of a sudden gust of wind as you come crashing down onto this chest. There's a loud crash sound, and you guys hit so hard, the table underneath of you splinters underneath, which capsizes. The chest breaks open, and both of you guys crumble to the floor and land in a heap of various coins. Oh wow! Some coinage, some gems, a couple of looks like potion bottles actually roll out onto the floor as well. I'm gonna roll to see if they actually land in the fire by chance. No, with a 2. Okay, and several pieces of paper go fluttering about all over the place. All right, so you guys hear a ding.
That was the first artifact.
All right. Now, so that's both of you guys' turn, though, because you were using your actions to assist Bull. So now we're gonna jump to Aaron and Barwin. So Aaron, I'll give another description again for you, okay? All right. So right here and right here is a wall of glass that goes up to the ceiling. Okay, you can see a pair of double doors that are locked together. There's another room or hall that appears inside there, and on the other side of the wall there, another 10 feet in or so, there seems to be another large, thick glass of some sort.
So I got a question about that first wall. That's a double door at the bottom of the hallway?
Right here? Yes.
Yeah, those are doors. Okay, got it.
Sir. Okay, so there's a pair of double doors here. This is glass, some sort of very thick glass wall. You can see through that, and you can see 10 feet in. There seems to be like another hall here. Then on the other side, there's another thick glass wall, and then there seems to be 3 cells that are divided by some sort of glass. The one on the farthest end seems to have some sort of some sort of table that looks like it might be something or altar or something like that. On the other end, there's a pedestal that has a stone griffin on it, and the third one in the middle. Okay, this is a there's a table, but the room is filling up with water, and there's some sort of like large glass base or pitcher of some sort with a large handle that's sitting on the table, and the water is pouring out of it and filling up that room.
Is that so? Just looking at the webcam, it looks like a dude with a samurai hat and a walking stick in that middle room. Is that the vase with water?
Okay.
Like a green cloak? Is that something else? Yes.
That is actually a vase. It's not a. It's not
okay.
It's
not a person.
No.
Okay. Does the griffin look real, or is it a statue?
It is a statue.
Okay, and then are all 3 of those rooms separated from each other, or does it look like it's just one big room with a half wall?
No, there are 3 separate rooms, and each one is divided by a wall of glass.
Okay, but no doors.
Or you can see through all of them to see them.
But no doors to those rooms.
That is correct.
Okay. I guess I look at Barwin and
Do you see anything that looks like an artifact down here?
You need to light up.
What?
You need to light up. He can't see.
Yeah, he's going to say,
Your Tim was
he's
to light
hiding
up
behind you
something.
going, there's something over there.
all right, I guess I'll use my action to light it up then.
All right, so now when you illuminate, now everything comes into much better view. There is a dark altar sitting way over here. It is covered in blood.
Oh, no.
Okay, skulls sit on the four corners of it. There's stains upon stains upon stains upon stains upon stains. None of the blood looks fresh, but it is nonetheless just as intimidating. Okay, the next one over. Now that you get a much clearer look, it looks to be some sort of very expensive decanter sitting there, and it is pouring water out of it, filling up that room in the center. The third one is a very, 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 very well sculpted, exceptional detailed statue of a griffin that is menacingly like it's getting ready to pounce on someone on the pedestal at the end. The two double doors has a massive padlock that is sitting dead center, okay, with 4 locks on it.
I guess I'll look down to Barwin and say,
I don't pick locks, and I think the vase looks the most artifacty. So here goes nothing.
and I try and smash the glass wall.
Okay. You'll have to come down the steps to here. Okay. And what are you going to use to smash it?
My axe.
All right. Is your axe magical?
Nope.
Okay, roll it.
That would be a 8.
That will hit. Wham! With that very first mighty strike of yours, your axe cracks when you pull back and look at it. It didn't break, but it definitely cracked.
Well, unless you can pick locks, we better go back upstairs.
I'll go, if I have any movement left, I'll go back up to the hole and I'll yell up the hole.
We need a lockpick down here.
And I guess that's my turn.
Okay, let's see. This is round. Okay, so Barwin, what about you? You would technically be the last one for the round, although there is action happening upstairs with Shark, but it's out of view.
Yep. So Barwin's he's gone through some smoke, climbed down a ladder, finally gotten enough light to actually see the damage that Shark's done to his arm. Yeah. And he's gonna have a small moment where he looks like he's about to pass out, but he doesn't. And he says, "Okay, all right. Well, that's my blood."
Braun, roll an insight check, please, because you're witnessing this.
10.
Okay. You don't think anything of it. You just happen to notice that Barwin looked at himself and then gained composure, and now go ahead.
Yep. And he goes, "Okay, that's my blood. Okay, we got this. We got this, Barwin. We got this. Okay." So he's going to climb back up the ladder just so that his head pokes over the top.
Okay.
And he's going to yell out, "Lady whose breasts I definitely didn't see earlier."
I think she's talking to me.
Yeah. So Barwin, as you come up and yell that out, you look over to the side where you noticed that they were before, and you now notice that the floor over there is got coin all over the place, and both Bull and Camille are both laying on the floor in a heap of this stuff with a couple of potions laying around them, and you notice that papers have kind of fluttered about and landed in the fire and stuff like that, and the two of them are kind of looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? When you hear the voice yelling to you, Camille.
Yeah. Okay, so Barwin's done a bit of a move. He's done a yell out. He's probably also going to say, grab the potions, they'll be useful, and get your asses down here. And then he's going to disappear back down the ladder.
All right. Okay.
Tough choice.
So some actions will take place upstairs, and we are now at round 4, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more rounds.
I'm gonna guess it ain't happening.
You never know.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I definitely take Barwin's advice. I basically am like, oh, I'm right there with you. That's some good advice. I take as many potions as I can, like just that's around me, whatever's around me, as quick as I can, put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then make my way over with a bonus action dash.
Okay.
My movement.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes, as far as I can get down there to wherever they are.
Okay. So
What about Shark?
10, 15, 20, 25, and your 30 will get you to the top of the step, or 5 feet down. I'm going to go ahead and remove the table because it's broken now. This is on the floor. Camille, you are on the floors here. All right, now first things first. The fire damage that you started, 3 points of damage. Okay, and then you duck down, and so Barwin is still in the process of going down the ladder when you get to it and start to climb down. Is there anything you want to say as you go, or?
Pretty much just be like, all right, I'm down here. Show me what you need.
Okay. So, Camille, you're next. What are you done?
Camille has a very difficult choice to make. Either she helps Shark that could be in trouble upstairs, or either she goes down and tries to help however she can. But since she's really fond of democracy, she will attempt to go down. But before, is looting considered an action, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, technically it's an action.
Can I, before I move, not loot, because the artifacts, I don't know if what I'm seeing, anything that I'm seeing around me looks like an artifact.
Okay.
Is there an artifact like from that chest, or?
Well, the bottles and stuff that I was mentioning early on in the description there, your partner in crime there already picked them up and dashed off down the hole. There's also some paperwork that kind of landed in the fire too. If you want to grab some of that.
No, what I will do is actually very creative. I have in my inventory like a gourde. It's like a bottle of water, basically.
Okay.
How do you call that? It's a water skin. Yeah, I will take my water skin.
Okay.
And my cloak and pour all the water on my cloak. And before traversing the flames, I will cloak myself with the wet cloak.
Okay.
With the drenched cloak to protect me from the fire.
Okay.
While I follow the group.
All right. That will give you fire resistance. So when I roll the damage, you take half.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Shark.
So that gives you, I rolled 3 points of damage, so you took 1 point of damage. Well done. All right. And that will move you over there to the flanks, or to the hole. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Round 5. You guys gotta make it count.
Did Braun and Barwin get to go? Like that was.
It's going to be round 5. Well, when we get down here with everybody. So no, they haven't.
No, aren't we? But Bron and I are at the end of the round.
Yeah, so we're still in round 4.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm just saying, you got round 5 coming, and you're gonna have to make it count. That's all I'm saying. So
All right.
Let's see. It would be Braun again, and then it'll be Barwin.
Oh, we're back to me?
Yep.
I guess I would run down and try and attack the door this time.
Okay. Oops, I just dropped you. I'm sorry. So 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, you're at the first door. Are you going to go to the middle of them, or are you just going to start right there?
Whatever might look the most susceptible to an axe.
Okay. There are doors. What do you do?
I will... Let's see. Let me look up my... Yes, I will use a bonus action to ignite my axe with a searing smite, so it lights up with this white hot intensity, is going to do extra fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will swing on the door.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. Yay, finally good roll. 22.
Ooh. Roll damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that will be a D10 plus a D6 for my smite. I rolled 2 2s. 6 total damage.
Okay. Okay. Braun. You flicker across your hands. Well, when you cast the spell, what do you say?
I have not thought of that. So it just comes out as gibberish at the moment.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. Okay. What kind of symbol appears on your axe when you do this?
That would be the half cat, half dog like symbol of the faith that I follow.
Okay. Okay. So
Bast. There we go.
Yeah. So Barwin and the 2 halflings who are both up at the ladder. Suddenly, your guys' eyes brighten widely. Okay, with the both of you seeing this cat-like paw and this axe-like, oh shoot, I forget what the symbol is.
Think cat dog from Nickelodeon. That's what it is.
Yeah, the cat dog. Okay, appear on like it kind of glows. It's like this very large size, semi-illusional depiction of this, and then it suddenly shrinks and almost like a metallic clang as it stamps onto Braun's axe, and it suddenly begins to glow over with this beautiful bluish hue, which also slowly engulfs his wrists and his forearms, and then with a big grin on his face, he pulls back the axe and cleaves into the door. And when he strikes it with a loud clanging thud, the doors burst open, and simultaneously, up above your guys' heads, just as Camille starts to climb down the ladder, the trap door slams shut. I'm going to roll to see if it clutches you.
Oh no.
Camille.
That is so metal.
You're lucky. I rolled a 2. So you just climbed in and got your head ducked down, and where your as soon as you lower your fingers from the very first bar, the trap door just slams shut. There's a weird reddish bright flash that kind of flashes around its edges, and now your ears echo from the slam of it like a weird clacking noise. that you recognize as something locking. Simultaneously, down here below, there is a sudden shatter noise. Okay, and this entire wall shatters, and now all the water that was in this room here spills out and begins to start to take the floor all about the entire area. What do you guys do?
Just another note on that Syrian Smite. If the door is flammable, it is also on fire.
No, they didn't catch fire.
Okay.
They just, as a matter of fact, you kind of roll intuition or insight. I'm sorry, insight.
7.
Okay. As far as you're concerned, you pretty much just hit that door as hard as you could, and they open.
Okay. I will use the rest of my movement to sprint towards the vase spewing out water.
All right.
However far I can get.
All right. So let's see. You moved from here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move 5 feet into the room, and that's about as far as you got.
All right.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. And then Barwin. So you heard that clack up above.
Yes. Is the room still lit up?
My sword's still on.
Yeah.
Your sword's still on. Great. Yep. Okay. Bowen's gonna go. Well, that didn't go quite how I thought it was going to. And how much water is in the ground?
So
How deep is
you
it?
literally see it pour out into the hall,
Yeah.
and it is already at Braun's knees.
Oh, that's like,
Okay. Bron's
stomach-
pretty tall.
that's waist level.
Barwin's gonna say, naked lady, Camille, do you think
Yes.
you'll get that trapdoor open above us? And then he is going to, I don't remember if he has swim or not. Which he would know.
Who?
Yes, he's going to jump off the platform that he's on into the water and try to swim towards the griffin statue.
So this is a staircase. There's a
Yep.
wall. So you'll have to come all the way down. There's a glass wall here.
Oh, there's still the glass. Sorry, I thought the glass had all shattered.
Yeah, no, this wall of glass shattered.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Right, so not both
That
glass
wall.
walls.
Shattered, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you can still see through there and see, okay, but that's all you got right now. So you come down 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You have another 5-foot movement, right?
Yeah.
So you want to double move?
Yeah. He's going to move as far as he can.
Okay, so 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This puts you just inside the room, and
He's
I know
probably
you're a
swimming.
little taller than I know you. Well, how tall are you exactly?
3.2 feet.
3.3. Oh, so you're just above his knees.
He's swimming.
Yeah. So okay. So when you get to, so in actuality, you might actually have to swim.
Yeah, he's swimming.
So, okay, when you get to there, you can feel that the tide of this water here is almost like it's trying to push you out.
Okay.
All right.
I did roll an 18 on a swim check.
Okay. So now that's your move action. Double move.
Yeah.
So you use your standard.
I'm done.
double
Yep.
move. You have a bonus action maybe, or
Nope.
okay. So you're pretty much done then?
I think so.
Oh boy. All right, guys. All right. Now it's official. 5th round. Okay.
Well,
Snowball.
I
You're at the top of the stairs. You look up and you notice that Camille is the only other person that you see on the ladder. You also heard that clacking noise, and you, being the kind of investigator that you are, your strong senses tells you that trap door probably locked itself. You look around, and thanks to the illumination that Braun has provided, you see that the hallway that these double doors are in is quickly beginning to fill with water. Braun is in the doorway. You can just see his backside and his backpack sticking out from the room there. You watched as Barwin ran down the steps and literally had to wade into the water and somewhat of a swim into the room past the mighty bugbear. What do you do?
I think with the only knowledge that I have really is that Barwin was calling for, us earlier. So I came down and then we saw Braun, the water's filling. So really I just go towards where everybody else is going, especially since I know that the trapdoor, I suspect it's locked itself. Trying to figure a way out, I think going forward, not looking back is a lot of what he always does. So I would like to use my movement and my bonus action dash. I'll probably get as far as Barwin with just that.
So that would move you pretty much right next to him.
I'll also be like, wow, you got real brave, man. It's like Barwin's just been a big chicken most of this time, but you just saw him just go, head first into the waiting water, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Or live in a river.
So, y'all have any idea of what to do here? Because would I be able to decipher if there's a way to, stop the water from rushing?
Okay. So, with a better illumination and a much closer look, the only thing that's pouring water is that item on that table. And it is gushing water.
There's 3 of us in 3 rooms. Pick one and see if we can get these last 2 artifacts.
There's 3 rooms? What do you mean? I thought this was all one room.
3 sections. The griffin, the vase, and the evil table, which I'll probably take.
Okay, yeah.
I picked griffin.
You picked the griffin? Okay, then I'll go for the vase. What I can do with it, I'm not sure, but I'll try to see. I would assume I don't want to make it worse by hitting it. I don't think that would do much. I feel like you'd have to mend it somehow.
Hitting it usually solves problems. That's my solution.
All right, Braun, I'll try. Yeah, I'll do what he says for sure. So, I think one of the only things I can do, what I'd like to try is, where is that? 60 feet? Okay. Because I still have an action, because I just used my bonus action movement to get there. I want to try to do my psychic blades to make an attack on the vase, which, yeah. So it won't do technically quote unquote physical damage, but I want to see if the magicalness of psychic, something that's not physical, would work or not.
In doing what?
Hitting the vase.
Hit the vase?
Throwing them at the vase, because Braun was attacking things usually works for me. So I'm okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 23.
Okay. Your psychic energy reaches out, creates a blade, which you launch towards this thing, striking it, and it tips over and falls off the table. And when it does so, you realize that both of you need to make strength saves. Make strength saves.
Who?
At disadvantage. Braun, you need to make a strength save as well at disadvantage.
$15.
10.
10. And Barwin?
11.
Okay, so the both of you, when it falls over, well, first of all, what it does technically is because the blades were fired forward, so it doubles backwards first like this, and then it collapses off the table. Now, when it falls, hits the floor in the water, but it doesn't hit hard. It just falls into the water. You can hear like a tink, but you're more importantly, a tremendous amount of water comes gushing out of it and presses forward towards you guys.
Sorry, that was a saving throw, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Okay.
So I got a total of 13. Sorry, I have a modifier for saving throws that's different. So 13.
13. Okay.
Yep.
Excuse me. What it basically does is it shoves you guys back this way and presses you guys up against the walls here.
All of us?
No, just those two.
Okay.
You make it. You grab onto the door, but the door turns with you and almost starts to close because that was the only thing that helped support yourself from the water. This water now, okay, has increased its outtake, or the water production. It now, Braun, the water went from just past your knee. With that sudden gush, it literally was like a wave that came and hit you. Now, after that wave dives down, you turn and look back behind you towards that staircase, and half that staircase already is now covered in water. You turn back and look, and you realize that both Barwin and Bull are treading the water, like literally swimming up at the top of it, and they have now reached just under your chin. Okay. So Camille.
Aye.
You get to the bottom of the stair, or you get to the staircase.
I do not.
You're gonna stay where you're at?
I'm gonna, seeing the room flood, Camille kind of sees where this is going. The room is gonna flood more and more and more. So she will remain at the top of the stairs, and she will try to lockpick that trapdoor with her lockpicking tools.
Okay, first things first. When you go to look up there, okay, you don't see a lock.
Oh. God damn it.
Camille, I got a plan. Hold your action to open that door after my turn. I'm going to take care of it.
I'll do just that then.
Okay.
She will do just that. All right in the world. We will drown.
Okay. Let's see. That was Camille. Now is Braun.
I will turn and look at the rest of the group and say,
Save yourselves.
and I'm going to close both the doors and put myself in the room with the water.
Holy shoot. Holy. All right. So you're going to push into the room. Make a strength check, please.
Natural 20.
Picture
Ooh,
it.
Yeah.
Picture it, ladies and gentlemen, and post it. Take a picture of that and post it on the site. Remember, all of our toys are posted. All right, you push yourself into the room. You yell out to the group, "Save yourselves!" Push the door with ease. Actually, the doors are because of the water. They just easily close. Kaboom! And now you guys are in a room, bobbing up against the wall. and separated from Braun. Now, Braun, that water it's coming pretty quick, bud.
My goal is to destroy that thing, so I will try and make my way to it and hit it.
All right, so with a 20, you were able to get the door shut and push your way over. So I'll let you get over to the thing.
Okay.
All right. So I'll let you do that because of that nat 20.
Okay.
All right, so you're at it. Okay.
I will swing at it with my axe.
Okay.
That is going to be a 15.
And you hit it.
I am going to put everything I have into it and will put in my smite as well. So that will be 2 extra d8 on top of my... So that'll be 3d8 plus 2. 5, 9, 15. So 17 damage, 5 of which are... Or no, 9 of which is radiant damage.
Okay, so let me see who can see what's going on. The only person who can see is Camille. All right. There is a bright flash. You guys hear a grunt of Braun as he hulks up with everything he's got, puts out a screaming, one of the loudest growls or yells that you guys have ever heard. The room suddenly illuminates with a bright fire. What color is your smite?
It would be gold.
All right. So a golden light completely engulfs the area and the room. It's so bright that Camille, even you are semi-blinded from the light that goes off in there. Okay. And with this mighty swing, there's a loud clang noise or clacking kind of noise. There's no explosion or anything. There's just suddenly silence. But the water suddenly lies still. And you see Braun unconscious floating in the water.
So am I at 0 hit points then?
Yep.
Okay. Did the trapdoor unlock for Camille?
Nope.
Dang it.
Okay. But we are at Barwin. Sorry.
Okay. Barwin is going to say, I never leave Ramon behind, and realizing that he can now swim quite easily, he's going to swim towards the doors.
Okay.
Push them open.
Okay. It actually opens. It's a little work to get it to go, especially since you don't have any means of putting yourself. You know how you need your legs planted on the ground to push the door.
Yeah.
It didn't open the trapdoor though, did it?
It will slide open enough for you to squeeze through.
Okay. Is Braun face up or face down?
When you go in there, when you peek in to look, he is face down.
Okay,
Yes.
Classic Bowen. He's completely forgotten why we're in this situation and the purpose of everything that we're trying to do.
As a matter of fact, when you look in there, Braun is floating on the water with one arm up and over this very large, beautiful vase that is no longer pouring water out of it. But his face is in the water and it's bubbling, like he's trying to breathe.
Yeah. So Barwin's going to swim over to him and try and pull his face out of the water.
Okay, there's no problem with that.
Okay. Would I be able to do a bonus action?
Do it. What's that?
So I have action surge, which means I can take one additional action on my turn.
Okay.
Once per short rest.
Okay.
So once I've kind of gotten Bron under control, I am swimming as far as I can towards that griffin.
Okay. All right. So you tilt his head over. So basically, you roll him over essentially, and kind of like lay on the item, and then you're gonna swim over to the griffin.
Yeah.
All right. You make it to the griffin with ease. Now what?
Can I see anything interesting about it? Is it just a statue?
All right. You're gonna need to make an investigation check.
Yep. That's not one.
Oh no!
Wait. I'm
Again.
going to use my halfling trait
Okay.
of lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna re-roll that one, and I have to take the re-roll, which is definitely going to be better than that. It is a 17.
Well done. All right. So
I should have rolled the halfling.
You swim over, and when you get there, you're kind of looking at the griffin or so. This griffin is an exceptional quality, carved out of marble, statue. It is life size. So this thing is massive to you as you swim up to it and looking up at it, because you're basically underneath of it. And it's kind of like it's designed so that it's on its haunches, okay, kind of in a position like it's about to leap forward and pounce on someone. The wings are slightly curved up and about to its sides, poised backwards, intermittently, set, ready to strike at something that's out in front of it and protect its wings in the process. It is gorgeous. There's no kinks in it. There's no damage to it whatsoever. The smooth, I mean, it is absolutely perfectly smooth to the touch, and cold on top of that. As you're looking it over, your fingers are sort of kind of messing around with the side of the pedestal that it's on, and as you kind of run your hands around the side of it, you realize that there seems to be some sort of little catch inside like small finger width, and you slide your fingers inside it and you pull on it. Okay, and when you do so, okay, you hear a weird clicking kind of sound somewhere, and the water in the rooms begin to start to lower. You can kind of hear like something moved on the side of the room where the altar is at. Okay, and the water is beginning to drain. Okay, and it takes a moment or so, but it moves fast enough to where the water actually gets low enough to where Braun actually finally settles on the floor. Both you and Bull actually, find your footing. Okay, and Camille, you can see the water lowering down away from the steps, and it seems to be like it's draining, going into the room through the double doors, heading in this direction. Through the double doors, heading towards the altar area.
Got it.
Okay. All right. And that brings us to round. Oh, do you have any other actions? I'm sorry. I should make sure.
No, that will be it.
Yeah. Okay. So that does bring us to round 6. All right. So first.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so first, you guys have noticed that the water has is slowly going down. You can still see the fires and stuff through the cracks and stuff up in the roof or the ceiling up above you guys. The somewhat of the smell of the water or the moisture here, and also with the smoke, it's sort of kind of intertwined, kind of gross, but excuse me, it's still there. Go ahead, Bull.
Think, I want to try to make it back into the room. Probably stop to like make sure Braun's conscious.
Okay.
So I would first take my movement, however much. I'm not sure if that can get me to him or not. I don't know.
All right. So you open the door, move over to Braun. He is laying there. He's breathing.
So he's alive. I can tell that.
Yes, he is.
I go, so sorry, good friend. You did good. And I'm gonna like go to the altar because that was what Braun said he was gonna do. And I'm like, I'll try to finish, or at least inspect it. You know what I mean? So I'll do my bonus action to get over there, by the altar.
Okay. So you'll slosh your way over there. Now, as you're going and you make your way around it, you'll look over and the water is essentially pushing its way up underneath of the altar. And as you're kind of looking, there seems to be some sort of drain underneath the altar that the water is going down into.
Yeah, can I get closer to like look at the altar and inspect it, make sure, like, figure out if there's anything else going on here?
Yep, absolutely. Oh, dexterity failure for myself. All right.
Does anything like immediately seem off to me besides like just that the water's draining underneath?
Other than the fact that it's a very creepy and eerie thing, no. Nothing is out in the open anyway. Would you like to make an investigation check, see if you can find anything?
Sure. 16?
Yeah, okay. So as you're kind of middling around or so, you realize that one of the knobs on one of the skulls rather, on the top back corner, turns. It doesn't lift off the altar like you were originally thinking the others do. Actually, it turns, and you can hear somewhere underneath a mechanism clicking noise, and you notice that the water stops from going down. So you're now standing in about ankle deep water.
Okay, is that my action?
Yep.
Okay. I guess I would just try to like yell as much as I can be like, I stopped the water. Not sure if that wasn't on purpose, but it happened.
Okay. Camille.
It is me. All right. Camille is still assuming that the trapdoor is the only way out. That's what she's worried about. They seem to be doing fine, in a way, from what I can hear, from what's been being communicated. And Camille, since she can't lockpick the trapdoor, she tries to pry it open or force it by any way she can.
Okay.
She takes the scabbard of her sword. She removes the sword, of course, to not damage the sword, the saber. Sorry, the Napoleonic saber, and she tries to stick the scabbard in the side of the trapdoor, and she pulls, trying to pry open that damn trapdoor.
You're going to roll a strength check at disadvantage.
That's a, come on, 14 plus 2, which is my proficiency.
16 is a good roll. You are trying to pry it, and this is your scabbard, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So you're trying to pull, and you feel like a sudden snap.
Oh no, not again.
And all you did was pull it out from underneath the door. The door hasn't budged, and neither did your scabbard. It's just now scraped up a little bit.
All right. That was my action. I will move and join the group. Then I give up on that trapdoor. We'll find
Okay.
another. We'll find another way out.
Okay. All right. Braun, you wake up with 1 hit point.
Do we know how that happened, or just happened?
Okay, so make an insight check.
I've been great at those.
I'll give it to you an advantage.
Hey, a natural 19 for 19.
Well done. It almost felt like maybe there was some sort of residual backlash.
Okay. So I will use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And so the water at this point, is it just a wet floor, or is there just a couple inches?
There's about a couple of inches or so. You stand up.
And what's the status of the vase that I hit? Is it undamaged, just not spewing water, or did I damage it?
It is not damaged at all, and it's not spewing water either.
Okay, so looking over, seeing Barwin with the statue and Bull at the pillar, the only thing left to do is pick up the vase and see if I hear a ding.
As soon as you grab it and stand up, there's a ding. Bing!
Huh. Maybe you don't always have to hit things. One more.
Okay.
And I'll stay in the middle and ready to react to anything else that might happen.
All right. Now, let's see. So from now we have Barwin.
Okay. Baldwin's gonna go. He's gonna have just heard the ding and go, "Oh, that's right. We're meant to be finding things." Okay. Oh, guys, I found a little statue thing that seemed to like drain the water when I pressed it. Also, can we get a pet griffin? And then he's going to try and climb on top of the statue.
Okay. Roll your climb.
Do I have any bonuses for that? Skills.
Statue looks very tall.
Is that acrobatics modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only an 11.
Okay. It's not. Oh well, it is kind of smooth. So you begin to climb, and you get a little bit of a way up. You kind of use this opening door that you pulled open to kind of get a good footing to start, and then you reach up and grab onto the pedestal. You go to pull yourself up. Your fingers you realize that your fingers are too smooth from all the years of
And wet. Yep.
and wet, and they slide off, and then you slide right back down to the floor.
Sorry, did you say I'd opened a door?
Yeah, remember I said you reached around to the side and you pulled on the little side there. It kind of opened up.
Oh, I thought I just like pulled like a little like lever, but there's like a little door opening.
Yeah, it was like it's kind of like it's kind of like if you're looking at this as the side, like you pulled something open like this.
Oh, well, I'm investigating that then. Sorry.
We'll have to go all the way around to the other side to get in there to look, because the door doesn't. There's not enough space for it to open all the way around so you can look inside.
Yeah,
but
I want to look inside.
Okay, you go all the way around and look in there. Okay, seems to be a crawl space, and it is pitch black in there.
Okay, I crawl in.
Okay. As soon as you get all the way inside, it slams shut on you. You guys all hear a ding, and then all of a sudden, you guys begin to see and feel this fog. Oh man!
Fog?
All right. We're gonna take a 2-minute. We're gonna take a 5-minute break right here. I know that we're near 8 o'clock, Mike. But I wanted to ask: do you guys want to go on for another half hour, or do you guys want to end at 8 o'clock and call it, or end it at 2 hour mark?
I think there's probably a little RP we can do and finish up and have a good rounding off for the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll wrap up the session with our role play from here. Fair enough. Okay.
All right. See you soon, guys.
As you all have just witnessed, the party has basically finished this tenant, and now with the last ding, as Braun has picked up the strange vase that at one point in time was pouring water out of it, the room has been engulfed by smoke and fog, and slowly creeps in, taking over the entire room and everything, blocking out all the view of the various items and glass and water and each other as well. An icy cold chill rushes over all of you as you guys feel as if the air about you and the place about you slowly fades away, and you guys have almost found yourselves kind of feeling like you're floating in nothingness or so. And then seconds or so later, you feel like you're back inside of a area of darkness, and as your eyes slowly begin to adjust, the lights begin to fade in. You are again standing at podiums, and before you is the burning down house out in the city streets, as people have moved away from the flames, and the town guards have managed to keep the crowds back, and you guys watch horribly as the flames engulf the entire house, and the rooftop crashes in and begins to crumble and fall, and the whole entire house falls into a heap of just burning flames and black smoke that just billows up into the air. Each of you turn and look amongst yourselves, and you can see Camille has burns about her body. Some of her hair has been singed. Some of her clothes are now discolored and blackened by smoke and ash, and burns in certain places. Parts of her buttons, or some of her buttons, have melted. Okay. There's coins that are stuck in the back of her outfit from the coins that she had fallen upon. You then look and notice that some of her eyelashes are shortened by the heat, from the heat. Her face is grimy and dirty from smoke and dust and dirt and grime. Then look to Bull. Bull too. Some of his clothes have darkened and browned in color. Has patches of burn marks or so, and even some of the parts, they show a little bit of flesh where the clothes didn't manage to hold up from the flames, where he has marks on his flesh that have been burned. Some of his hair has been shortened because of the heat and the flames that got to him. His boots are splintered and cracked at the heel, and pieces of some kind of exterior wood is now sticking out of his leathers and things. His legs are scraped up as well. Okay, you look to Braun, and Braun stands there, soaking wet, partially seared and burned. But strangely enough, also his fur has etchings of weird blue hue energies that are still twinkling in them. You can almost feel the energy from that powerful blow of yours that struck that vase tingling through you still. Okay. Then you all look to Barwin. Barwin's shoulder has a big nasty gash in it that runs down to near his elbow. It bleeds slightly still, but other than that, he is soaking wet and otherwise seems to be okay. And then you look to Shark, who's nowhere to be seen.
Oh no. Well, no. He left the house. Shark left the house.
Oh, did he? I recall him going upstairs. I didn't see him leave a house. And stepping out of the darkness is Abacus, who is still watching the burning flames of the fallen house out on the screen before you. And as he's watching, he slowly turns, he begins to rub his chin, and he turns and looks to the rest of you. And you notice that the curtains begin to close. Looks like you guys are down a member. Oh well.
Is this part of this game of yours? Is this a life or death game?
I never said anything about it not being life or death, did I? You were the ones who were thinking it was just an illusion. Maybe now you'll start taking things a little bit more seriously. So, we need to start adding up points. What did you all find down there? Let's start.
I touched the vase.
Present it.
I looked. Is it like in my hand or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I hold it up.
25 points.
I look at like the bottom of my boot that has wood sticking out of it, and I'm like, well, I got some things from this, and I pull out the shard of like wood, but I also open like my bag of like stuff. I'm like, I got some stuff from a treasure chest of some sort.
You sure did. Didn't score you a thing. What else?
I guess Barwin is holding something.
No, he's not.
Okay. Barwin goes, I think I found a black hole.
Oh, Barwin. You did find something. But what you found will have to be revealed later. But you did score 10 points.
Oh, I'm on the board. Oh, that feels good.
Now, first things first. I did say that there was 3 things that were supposed to be found. Instead, you all lost a person. Real interesting. I don't know what to do about this.
Well, it wasn't in your rules, so I don't think it should count against us.
I think you forgot something as well.
Ah, come on. It's only fair. But I do have
a different definition of fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are playing the game, and I haven't done anything to you. All I did was present the situations, and you guys chose to do what you guys chose to do. Bear in mind, that's all I'm here for. Well, of course, and to watch. So, I think you all deserve some time to yourselves. Go rest up. Go relax. Hell, go out on the town. I don't care.
Abacus.
Sooner or later, we're going to be called back to do the next part of the game.
Abacus. I also did find something much more important down there. Then she goes to wounded Braun. She taps him on his immense back and says, I found a team of fearless, inflammable friends. And she cast Cure Wounds on Braun. And she will do it as a... How do I cast as a higher level spell? So I can heal more?
Do you have a slot for higher level spells or no? You have to be able to... You have to have at least... If you're a 5th level character, you could probably only have maybe a 2nd level spell, I think.
2nd level. Okay, so
I'm not sure. I don't know how.
Yeah,
what
it would
level
be its 1st level spell. So if you cast it at 2nd level, you'll add another D8. So it'd be 2D8 plus your spell casting modifier.
Yeah, I just don't remember where he got the spell skill level. If he's at 1st level, and then if he gets 3rd level spells at his 5th level, that's what I'm trying to remember. He's only 4th level. I'm sorry. So at 4th level, I don't think he has a 2nd level.
At level 2, I got 1st level spells. 2 1st level spells of choice. I chose Zephyr Strike and Cure Wounds.
That's fine.
And I want to cast Cure Wounds as a 2nd level spell, so that's 2, 8.
2D8.
Do you have a 2nd level slot? That's what I'm asking you. Because I don't think you do. Or
as a Ranger Deep Stalker.
Oh, okay. I think you do.
Ranger Deep Stalker 5e.
Yeah.
Sorry for dragging. Wait. It's loading.
So your 2nd level.
Do I Dungeon Master? Do I have?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
4th level Rangers do not have any 2nd level spell slots.
Yeah,
you're going to get 2.
Yeah, at your next level, you'll get them. So
all right.
Only cast 1d8 right now.
Okay, so it's better than nothing. Braun sacrificed so much to get that task done. He deserves all the healing he can have. She lays hand on his fur, and there's no light nor anything, just warmth, pure warmth coming from her hands. And as his wounds start closing, that will be a D8, you said, huh?
Yes.
That will be 1.
It's all right.
What's your spellcasting modifier, though? Because you add that to it.
That would be my wisdom modifier. Or the spell attack bonus.
No, wisdom modifier.
+2, so I healed you 3 hit points.
That's better than nothing.
I take my hand and touch your hand where you're touching my fur, and I'll pump 15 points of lay on hands into you.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you so much. She already feels better for she's a very proud person, so she feels bad for looking all burnt and scraped, so she already feels more confident visibly.
As this is all going on, you guys will notice Abacus sort of looks upon this almost stoically, and then Vani just turns and looks over to the doors, throws a little wave, and the doors open up, and of course the pastries are still there, and he looks to you all. Actually, he doesn't. He's looking at the pastries as if he's kind of skimming them over, but he'll say, "So, your rooms are waiting for you."
I need to I need to repair my axe. Can I do that here, or do I need to go out in town?
You'll need to go out in town.
Braun walks out.
Balvin's gonna say, is there a stiff drink in the room? Otherwise, I might need to find myself a pub.
What kind of stiff drink do you want?
Ale.
An ale, please, as he reaches up and pulls on as if you don't see anything he pulls on, but he pulls on sort of tassel, imaginary tassel. And so about a few seconds or so later, the young kid with the red hair comes running in. Oh, hey guys, how you guys doing? Where'd the big guy go? Young master, will you please bring Barwin an ale and make sure it is a tankard, good sized one, please. You have to remember, the halflings are our legendary drinkers, of course. Oh, no problem. He turns and, would you like one as well, Camille?
No. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. What about you, Bull? You want one?
Thought you'd never ask. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I'll bring it. Where's Shark? Where's the blind one?
We don't want to talk about it. Just give me my drink, please. I much appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back. He turns and hustles out of the room. So I'm going to humbly ask if you all take a seat and relax if you wish to stay here. Otherwise, your rooms would be more accommodating for the privacy I'm sure you guys would all like to have as you discuss personal things.
We do have to talk about Shark.
You always have something funny to say, don't you, Camille?
Well, I'm happy to host as long as the ale is free flowing. You're all welcome back into my space.
Oh, there you go. Why don't you all enjoy the company of Barwin?
Yeah, I feel like I'll walk next to Barwin as we're going back to the room and just be like, you were real brave back there. I saw you you dove right into that water, and I mean, that's pretty different. And you got some points this time. So, I don't know, but something seems a little different about you this time around.
Oh, well, when I was a kid, I had this book, you see, about griffins. And, oh, man, one day I'm going to ride me a griffin, I tell you.
I bet so. I'll truly help you with that mission. That sounds lovely.
Thank you.
Dangerous.
So, you guys make your way upstairs. Turn into the hall with all the various doors that you guys recognize as your various rooms. Each of you will walk into Barwin's room. You guys immediately recognize the fact that Barwin's room is very much like your own, with the greenish colors and things like that. Barwin, of course, you walk in first, and the very first thing that's surprising is now there are 4 chairs and a table that have appeared in the room, and there's a a barrel that's over on the side of the room with a tap, and there's 4 kegs that are sitting, not kegs, I'm sorry, jacks, that's what they call them, leather jacks sitting on a platter next to the barrel that's tapped. If any of you are not familiar with leather jacks are these leather cups, that the medieval cups that people used to use back in the olden days for drinking alcohol. So there's 4 of them there, and there's empty plates and stuff as well with some utensils. So the door closes in behind you guys. And
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's very strange how the rooms just seem to have things that we should want or should need. I don't know about earlier, there was like this washing basin, and it was like basically it was looking at me all funny because I think somebody wants me to wash up or something. But now there's a table in here. Was this in here before, Barwin?
Oh, well, there was a point before earlier where I was downstairs and suddenly I was in these like real fancy like clothes. And then I thought, oh no, this ain't me. This is too fancy for me. And then I was in not so fancy clothes. And I tell you what, I don't think I did anything other than think about it. So let's try something. Bowen's going to close his eyes. He's going to think really hard about a big keg full of his favorite ale from his home village. And when he opens his eyes, what does he see?
so the three of you will watch the keg over in the corner fade out. And then a second or so later, another one in its place fades in. And you'll notice that it has a stamp on it for Appleberry Bakery.
Bowen's going to look around. He's going to go, oh, not much has changed. Oh, run over to the keg, pour himself a beer, down it in one shot.
And it's your favorite.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, guys. Like, whatever this is going on here, it ain't that bad. You gotta try this.
No, it's too strange. We must really start to investigate on how we must look for someone that understands about magical properties and meddling with realities and the shapes of the worlds and all those things we don't understand, so we can try to go back to how it was. We really must not fall into seduction or those things that seduce are the things we want. What I want the most is purpose, and it is not it. We are all trapped. We are playthings. I suggest we look for a library or a spellcaster that helps us get out of this situation, of this prison. Gold cage bird.
That's not a bad idea.
Third cup down by now, and he just goes, oh, you guys sound like my gummy. When I met my wife, everyone told me it'd be a bad idea. A halfling with a full-size warrior. Never a good thing. But here I am, happy as Larry, and I didn't think too hard about it. And he downs his third cup. And it's probably pretty tipsy by now and will likely pass out very soon.
Do you mind if I grab a cup of that?
Will be my guest.
I down the first one. I'm like, oh, by the way, you spoke with your wife a couple times, and just curious, what might her name be?
Oh, you want to know my wife's name? As long as you're not trying to hit on her.
Oh, absolutely not. No, thank you for that. I'm just curious, because you seem to be very focused on getting her back.
Yes, well, Emmeline the Heartbreaker. She was the greatest barbarian I ever met. Saved me and the children from a pack of kobolds, she did. Didn't break my heart, though. Tell you what, that Emmeline, she's something.
Well, she sounds lovely, and I do hope we find her for you.
You see Bowen's eyes start to, glisten a little bit, and little tears kind of poking out the side of it. And now he's just, nursing his cup and sipping.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Brother, kind of pats a little too hard. It's like, oh, yeah. Well, Camille, did you have any ideas of where you said you wanted to try to find a library or something? I think Barwin's about to knock out here, but we can go look if you want.
Bill gives a nasty look to Barwin and said, well, you won't find your wife by stuffing yourself with ale.
No, but I might miss her less.
That's right, Barwin, that's right. You know what? You just keep drinking. You did miles and miles today. You had a big day. I think you're doing great, okay?
And my blood didn't make me pass out.
You're right, exactly. Even that alone, right there, you did so good.
Yeah, he's pretty much a blubbering mess now, still drinking like 6 cups of ale.
I'm gonna take one to go. Camille, you want to try to maybe go anywhere but here?
If I were a sadistic being that likes to play with mortals and meddle with reality, where would I hide my knowledge? I remember trying to lockpick a door somewhere downstairs, but I was caught. Maybe that's where we were supposed to find
You
the
were
truth.
telling me that a little bit in front of, we were talking a little bit about it in front of Abacus, which was not super smart, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at lockpicking as well if you want to try.
Are we being watched right now, Dungeon Master?
Does it feel like you're being watched?
Yes, at all times since we entered that.
Well, you'll only know that if you can break the fourth wall. So I'm saying, if you don't think you're being watched, yeah, I can't say that. That's
like a chilling feeling in my spine that we're always being observed.
Why don't you just roll you can roll a perception check if you wish. This will probably be the last roll of the
Dungeon
night.
Master, sir. I will roll a perception check. That is not enough light.
It's all right. It looked like a 15.
Yeah, that's 15.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
plus my perception. Perception, wisdom. That's a +2, so +4. 15 plus 4.
Okay, so 19. So so you settle yourself down for a second. You kind of take a deep breath. You just kind of, let your eyes drift around for a second or so to see if you notice anything, if you hear anything, if maybe there's some sort of weird presence or anything of that nature. And you feel like there's somebody at the door. And with that, we'll have to tune in next week to find out who it is.
No. There's someone at the door.
And Bowen is definitely drunk by this point.
Great. Excellent.
So, we want to thank everybody for watching, for coming along and watching and going through this adventure with us. Well, I hope I'm entertaining you all. I thank you all for coming and joining me and playing with me tonight. I really appreciate everything you guys have to say in regards to what I'm doing, and hopefully I can keep entertaining you guys all the way through this and perhaps more. So thank each and every one of you. So thank you, Laurel. Thank you, Pagan. Thank you, Ninja.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Okay. And thank you, Shark, or our missing comrade, Shark, of course, but I'm referring to Caesar, who couldn't make it tonight. Wish him well.
He'll get back, and when he gets back, well, yeah. he will watch this when the video gets released, and it'll be funny. So if you're hearing this, Caesar, get back soon, get back well, because there's a lot to do.
Yeah,
you're missing.
So next time we play, you guys will be leveling up to 5th level. We will do that first thing before that door opens. All right. So in 2 weeks, guys. Till then, stay safe, be well. Hey, ZZ. Hey, Fifi. Love you all.
Bye.